What's up, traders, and welcome back. It's your boy D Fresh in the building. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are out here enjoying the weekend. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank the Lord for allowing me to wake up and see another day. It is truly a blessing to be able to talk trade and markets with you guys on the daily. Amen. All right, we're going to go ahead and give a quick recap on Friday's session. But before we do that, y'all do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you guys get the notification. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. SPY pulled back after rejecting key resistance levels, and Tesla slipped after losing momentum near its breakout zone. The big headliner weighing in on the markets was President Trump's tariffs targeting China. This reignited fears of a renewed U.S.-China trade war, triggering massive sell-offs across tech and industrials. Heading into Monday, markets will be watching for any response from China, signs of further escalation, which could trigger continued volatility. We'll break down key zones for SPY and Tesla, potential bounces or breakdown scenarios, and how you should position yourself early in the week if trade tensions escalate. Let's dive into the charts and go ahead and prep for this week. Newbies, beginners, y'all come on up to the table. First one out of the gate, we're going to do a earnings look, ticker symbol BAC. They report Wednesday before the bell. In this particular one, they're sitting at 48.65. If you are a bull and you trying to get that surge up, before you think about buying any plays to the upside, you want to see how far they trying to take us. If we can get a settle area, a consolidation area before they think about moving to the upside, because once they start consolidating, you got the bulls and bears fighting on the next direction. If the bulls are strong, they're going to try to push this thing, and let's see if we can get us some momentum for a earnings run up. Understand the assignment in this. If this is a long-term play that you're holding, then you buying shares, you hold it through earnings. But if this is some options that you plan, it's risky. Understand the assignment. We following the run up. We getting out before earnings, unless you got shares in this play. You don't take a loss until you sell. So you want to see them open somewhere around this 49.30 area. If they can do that and we getting some bullish momentum, you want to see them break through this area right here, 49.80. If they can do that, their next run up is going to be to retest these tops up here at 50.20. To the downside, you want to see where we open up at, and if the pressure is still pushing down to the downside, we'll take a look at that and we'll update that before the market opens up. Next ticker up we want to look at is TSLL. Now, be cautious on this one right here. If Tesla is getting slaughtered, they gonna follow Tesla's momentum, whether we move into the upside or to the downside. In this one, they are respecting a key area right now at 1780. If you see my area, they bounced this thing to the penny, went back up. Innocent into proven guilty. The trend is down right now. Short term, they pulled that thing down. We want to see some consolidation above another key area before a breakout back to the upside. If you are a bull, the first area of interest, you want to see them hang around and start consolidating above is 1860. They can do that. Their next push up is going to be to this stuff in here, 1895. You got an area of interest at 1920, and then boom, you got 1965 run up in play. And then we'll start calling out anything other than that. They get above that, they can get their groove back and start heading to some higher stuff. To the downside, you want to see them open where we rejected that key area at 1780. If we can do that, their next run or push is going to be down to 1740, and then boom, you got 1875 in play. Advanced traders, y'all come on up. I got a couple for you to put on your radar, especially if we start getting some momentum to the upside. These next couple plays that I'm going to give you have the potential to just straight go crazy. We just need that volume, and we need a little bit of clearance to the upside before they start getting busy. AMD will be the first one. You want to see them get through all of this right here at 221.30. If they can do that, their next move is going to be to 224.80, and then you got boom, you got to run up to 229.50 before they start rolling back to the higher stuff. To the downside, you want to see them retest that low where they shot this thing down to, this 213.10 area. If they can do that, their next push is going to come down to 209.50. They start losing that area, you got boom, you got 206.40, and then you got a whole bunch of other stuff up under that. It can really start getting ugly. Your next break after that 209, 208 area, you got 205.20 in play. Next ticker up is going to be ticker symbol AMZN, Amazon. With this one right here, they're sitting at 216.20. If you are a bull, you want to see them open somewhere higher than these tops right here at 219.70. If they can do that, their next push up is going to be to 221.65. And then you got this area 223 before they start getting their groove back, moving up to the higher stuff. To the downside, you want to see them get back down to this 212.95 area. They start consolidating above this area right here, you already know they're ready to drop this thing all the way back down to 207.95. There you go. And that one, next ticker to pay attention to is going to be PLTR. If you see my area of interest, they smacked this level right here and wicked back up. This would suggest that the bears might want to come back and visit this thing. They touched it. The bull said no, smacked it back up. But right now we feeling a lot of red pressure. So innocent into proven guilty. If you are a bull, you want to see them recover this level right here at 180.10. If they can get back that level, your next push is going to be to 182.05, and then boom, they can run this thing to 184. If we got more downhill pressure, you see them open somewhere around this 173.90 area, your next push down is going to be 172.30, and then it gets nasty. Boom, you got 169.30 in play. Big ballers, shot callers, where y'all at? Y'all come on up to the table. First one is going to be ticker symbol SPY. And we seen they had that downhill momentum, and you see all my bullish areas that the bulls could have smacked that thing back up at. Man, they just kept smacking through these areas and kept running down. I thought at power hour they would give them a nice little surge and play games. They were not having it. They were targeting another one of my key areas. So if you are a bear, you want to see them get down to this area right here, this 652.50. That is a area where bulls can pop this thing and rebound and head back to the upside. They lose that area, their next push down is going to be to 650.55. It gets ugly after that. You get boom, you got 647.30 in the makings. If you are a bull, you want to see them get back to this level right here at this 658.50. If you trying to scalp the play, if you see momentum above this 656.30 area, that would suggest a run up right back up to this stuff in here, 657, and then you got this 658.55 area before they start trying to get back to some higher stuff. But it's gonna be rocky. Don't expect them to just boom through it unless we get a nice run up in pre-market. But you want to see them clear all this stuff before they start running back up. They got a long way to climb right here. We'll be watching this one tomorrow and see if we see any signs of bulls for life back to the upside. Next ticker up is going to be ticker symbol TSLA. And man, I've been giving you these zones for quite some time, so you already knew once they started pushing through key areas of interest where they were headed. And if you see where they started out from, they were sitting somewhere around this 442 area and they just kept falling down. I told you once we lose this 430 area, their next push was going to be to 425, right back down to 420. We start losing 420. You already know we coming back down to 415. They did better. They smacked right back down to my 411 area. If you are a bear and you still hoping for some more downside, you want to see them open under 408.20. If they can do that, their next push down is going to be at 401.35. Any of these levels can trigger a massive response from the bulls back to the upside. If you trying to play the pop, you want to see them open higher than this 420 area. You want to see them recover that. That would suggest a nice little climb. They still have areas of interest that they need to get through before continuations to the upside. pullback. What you want to look for is that break at 420, then recover that 420 area. Then you know the next area is going to be 425 and routes to 430. They need to get through this turbulence at 432 before they start rolling back up to the higher stuff, 435, then 439. This is a few different tickers for you to put on your radar for tomorrow morning. Once you start seeing these areas of interest get taken out, you already know how to move. A few of these tickers we was talking about in the Discord, you shouldn't have been in calls to begin with. If we look at SPY, I put out the SPY early in the morning. I said the SPY bulls need to recover those all-time highs at 674 to move to the next leg higher. You know, if you rocking with me, I don't even mess with plays when they get in all-time highs. I've seen this over and over again, countless amount of times where we run in all-time highs, and we've actually been running in all-time highs for a little bit right now. It was due for a pullback. Yeah, the tariff talks was the catalyst to bring it back, but it would have been something else. And we see these pullbacks always be dramatic. I said AMD, I called this long before the breakdown and the tariff talks. I said AMD, drama in this one at the moment. They need to recover 229.80 for starters, then more issues at 230.80. They aren't good until they can recover that 234 level. Pretty much, we're not even looking at AMD for the upside at this moment, because just in the intraday, the levels of the bears all around, it was going to be a tough day for the bulls to get something going to get through those levels. So I said, stay away from that. And you see Tiger smacking that hat down, you already know what we seen. And that's when the drama started. The tariff talks, and man, we had the nasty red candle, and it just continued to go down. Family, that's all I have for you today. You know, I'll already have these tickers updated for you before the market open up. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you tap in with us. That way you got access to my full list of morning call outs, as well as the technical breakdowns on the top plays throughout the session. I done took enough of your time. If you like sniper type, level to level, periodic breakdowns of your favorite tickers, SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla, Palantir, HUT, Hood, Nike, go ahead and join us in the Discord. The link is in the description above. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. And as always, we're grinding. Good luck out there, and let's get it. Boom.